Former President Donald Trump has confirmed in a statement that the FBI raided his Mar-a-Lago home. Let's get right to Newsy White House correspondent Willie James Inman with the latest. Willie, what do we know about this so far?
Hey there, Maritza. Well, President Trump, the former president, sent out a statement about this a little bit ago, saying this just breaking news that an FBI raid is happening at his Florida residence. I want to bring up that statement that the former president sent out. Let me just read this for our viewers. It says, quote, "These are dark times for our nation as my beautiful home, Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida, is currently under siege, raided and occupied by a large group of FBI agents. Nothing like this has ever happened to a president of the United States before. After working and cooperating with the relevant government agencies, this unannounced raid on my home was not necessary or appropriate." That statement coming from the former president. The statement was sent out via email to many reporters like myself, included. Also, the president put this on his Truth Social platform. That's that social media platform that Trump has gravitated towards after he was banned from Twitter. Look, there are a lot of questions surrounding this, and I actually reached out to a Trump spokesperson. I haven't heard back yet. Sent a text, called, no answer. Simply got a voicemail. There are a lot of questions here, a lot of unanswered questions. The former president, sent out a lengthy statement and didn't give any specifics as to why this was happening. We do know that the DOJ has been looking into classified documents, according to the Associated Press, that were taken to Trump's Mar-a-Lago home there in Florida after he left the White House. It's unclear if this is indeed what is happening here, but one thing is clear, Marita, this is a major story, and the former president coming out with this statement, essentially blasting the federal government, the FBI, in doing this, at least according to him.
Yeah, and Willie, a lot of people trying to figure out here what exactly happened. We are also learning the former president has hired a new attorney.
Yeah, that's right. Remember, there are a series of inquiries surrounding the former president, not only the January 6th committee investigations that are happening up on Capitol Hill. There are also other court cases like down in Georgia surrounding the election. And the president hiring John Rowley, who essentially represents white-collar clients, those high-status clients. He also represents other individuals in Trump world, like Peter Navarro, who is a former assistant to the president. This is happening amid that January 6th investigation, and Rowley has essentially been involved in communications with the Department of Justice surrounding Trump's claim over executive privilege. Remember, the key thing here is that whole executive privilege argument is something that is up for the current president to decide, and President Biden has since waived that executive privilege that Trump has claimed over several documents that have been turned over to that committee or on their way to be turned over to that committee. So a lot of moving parts to this story here with this recent statement coming from former President Trump. It just really ups the ante in terms of this story and the whole January 6th investigation and everything surrounding the former president, Maritza.
That's right. Newsy White House correspondent Willie James Inman, thank you so much.